Hello, I'm DT Pollard. I'd like you to go to imdei.com and take a look around. But I'm really here today to talk to black people about Kamala Harris. What I watched last night felt like a movie or a dream because you only see black women cast as president in some movie. And this is real. Kamala Harris is the Democratic nominee that's running for president of the United States right now. But I want to talk to black folks in general, and particularly black men. I see this gravitational pull away from Kamala Harris to Donald Trump. And I'm not going to mince words. I think some of it is because she's too successful for many black men's egos to handle. Some black men have this thing that if a woman is too successful, they can't handle it. It bends their ego. They couldn't even handle or can't handle a woman that's their wife, a significant other, that earns more than they do. They want to feel that dependence, that dominance. Hey, get over it. This is not a dating service. This is for your future. And some will say, well, what is she going to do for me in particular? What did Obama do for me in particular? Well, what they didn't do was roll back the clock on you. Trump has it in writing in Project 2025. They're going to roll it back. They're going to unlevel the playing field. So the best thing Kamala Harris could do for you is level the playing field where you can get out there with your own initiative and compete head to head with everybody else. All you really want is a fair shot at the American dream, not a shot where somebody has you restrained. Donald Trump has dismantled many of the gains African Americans and women and other minorities have made over the years. You say, well, he hadn't been president the last 4 years. No, he hadn't been president, but he stacked the Supreme Court. And they know how to play that game. Let the state bounce something up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court makes a decision that strips away some of our rights. It happened with Roe v. Wade. They weakened the Voting Rights Act. They've taken out the ability to use race as a consideration in college entrance. And it just goes on and on and on. And there are two Supreme Court justices in their mid-70s that may retire or otherwise leave the Supreme Court in the next 4 years. So do you want Donald Trump to appoint two more conservative justices, even younger than the ones that are there now? We will be stripped back to Jim Crow. And this other thing about, well, she's not really black. Well, it doesn't matter where the slave ship dropped off her father's ancestors. And he came to the United States, met her mother, who came from India, and Kamala Harris was born to that pair. So when you start saying she's not really black, Google one drop rule and tell me if she's not considered black in the United States. That's why they don't want the true history of the United States taught in school, because then that would allow people to say in confident ignorance statements like, she's not really black. So all I'm saying to my African American brothers, a lot of them that will be younger than me, is get over it, man. This is 2024. And don't let Donald Trump be right and think that you have more of an affinity towards him than you do for a dedicated, educated, and intelligent black woman to lead the country just because he has a mugshot.